Hit him up! Move him out!
We want to know what's bothering you in the world of sports. Give Murph a call at 312-644-6767. That's 312-644-6767. And tell him what's beefing you in the world of sports. What's Your Beef is brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering.
Browns, it ain't just chicken anymore. Look at your wristwatch. 22 minutes after noon. You haven't had lunch yet? You're out in the car? Come on. Right up there on the left, one of the 50 Browns locations. Lunch at Browns, it tastes better. The Italian beefs, big and beefy. Order them the way you want them, dry, wet, dipped. You've lived in Chicago all your life. When's the last time you had a real Chicago Italian beef? How about an Italian sausage? Better than over on Taylor Street. Browns, the Italian beefs. Browns, the Italian sausage. Put them together. Call them a combo. That's what Browns president Frank Portillo loves. Murph, I love the Maxwell Street Polish. The grilled onions, the yellow mustard. Oh, man, it's delicious. You can't even find Maxwell Street anymore. These are better than Maxwell Street. The Maxwell Street Polish at Browns. Let's get to the phone lines. What's your beef? 312-644-6767. Ron is from Edgewater, first in line. Hello, Ron.
Hi, Murph. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you for phoning. What's your beef, Ron?
I've had this beef for a long time. I just want
I bet you've had your beef for a long time.
Right. My beef is with the National Football League. As progressive as they are, it makes no sense whatsoever when the draft goes on to take, for all these players to take 15 minutes per team to decide what they want to do. It's just amazing and a travesty. You would think they could find a way to speed up the draft, that it shouldn't go over a period of 2 days for, I think, 167 picks for 15 minutes per team to decide that they're on the clock to make a selection.
Hey, Ron, great job, buddy. Thanks for getting us rolling. I'll tell you who had the best solution that I have heard, and it was David Haw in the Tribune last week. David Haw said, stretch it 3 days. Here's what you do. And it was a great idea. Friday night, prime time, you do the first round only. Friday night, national TV, and 10 minutes on the clock, just 10 minutes, and you make it a big, big event. First round, Friday night, coast to coast, 10 minutes, bang it through. Then Saturday, rounds 2, 3, and 4, I think David suggested, and then Sunday, you work your way down to Mr. Irrelevant. Me? No. That would be the radio draft.
Oh, that's not funny.
Oh, thanks, Jeff. Let's go. Hey, it's Whitley from Ravenswood. Whitley!
I finally snapped this weekend. You know that score crawl they've got going across the bottom of the screen on the ESPN network?
Sure.
Okay, well, it's bad enough. I'm trying to watch an auto race, something live on ESPN2, and they're giving me scores and fantasy numbers and tonight's pitching matchups constantly. Or when I'm watching ESPN Classic, some from 25 years ago. I don't care what's going on today, right? Okay, well, this Sunday on the actual ESPN, they're showing the undercard from Churchill Downs, right? Okay, at 18 and 48, they do an update. Well, guess what happened at 18 and 48 during one particular hour? A couple of horse races went off. Live, no timeouts, no between batters, no in the huddle. No. Live horse racing, and they're giving me updates and fantasy numbers.
Well, some producer that didn't know anything about the racing industry or didn't have his schedule in front of him, but he didn't count on Whitley from Ravenswood phoning the score and letting everybody know about it. Hang on, Whitley, you're going to Browns. It ain't just chicken anymore.
I'm drawing my sorrows with a drumstick. Thanks, Barb.
Hang on, Whitley. It tastes better. Hey, back in a flash, second round of... Well, we're still in the first round of phone calls coming up for What's Your Beef, brought to us by our friends at Browns. It ain't just chicken anymore. Hey, by the way, order Browns' $99 graduation party special. Got a graduation party coming up, right? Son, daughter, high school, college. You're throwing a party. Just phone Browns. $99 graduation party special. Phone ahead. They'll set you up with everything. The Italian beefs, the sausage, the zesty mustard chili, all the trimmings. Call ahead, your neighborhood Browns, and set it up. Hey, Murph says I need that $99 graduation party pack from Browns. Move, Mom. Hit him up. Hit him up. Move. Back in the flash. Sports Radio 670. The Score. 25 minutes right there. Nonstop sports talk. More next. Let's get back to What's Your Beef? And the phone lines are jumping, and everyone's jumping to get over to Brown's. You know it tastes better. Hey, let me just remind you. The best Italian beefs in town. I always mention maybe you've just moved to Chicago. Or maybe you've been in the suburbs so long and your dad or grandfather used to talk about those great Italian beefs they had as a kid. 50 Brown's locations. The best Italian beefs in town. Italian sausage. How about the Maxwell Street Polish? Hey, there's Superfan Dan, our salesman. Yep, big red marinara spot on his $50 silk tie. Bloop, one of the meatballs from the meatball sandwich just fell on Superfan Dan's tie, and he's smiling. Let's go to Gary from Streamwood. Hey, Gary.
Hi, Murph.
Hey, Gary, what's your beef?
I'm going to continue on with this, and my beef is with Major League Baseball.
Uh-huh.
For continuing to allow this imbalance where you have 6 teams in the NL Central and 4 teams in the AL West, when there's a simple solution. There's a simple solution. You take the Houston Astros and you put them in the AL West where they already have the Texas Rangers. You create a natural rivalry between Houston and Dallas, and you get rid of this ridiculous imbalance, and you wind up with 6 5-team divisions.
Here's the problem, Gary. That would mean 15 National League and 15 American League, right?
Right.
That means every day there would have to be an interleague game.
Well,
right?
I guess.
I mean, that's the math.
Or a day off. Yeah, a day off.
Well, yeah.
An interleague game, yeah.
But you see, so until MLB decides, because see, this is what the NFL basically does. They got 32 divided by 8 divisions, 4. Everybody's equal.
Right.
But they have conference, whatever the hell you call them, I forget right now, every Sunday. You know, the Bears will play 4 games against the AFC.
Right.
But you see, baseball likes to have the interleague package, you know, for that big grouping in June and July or whatever, late May, I guess the Cubs and Sox are coming up. So until baseball decides to tear down the facade of 2 different leagues and just have MLB, that can never happen because you would have to have interleague play every day of the year with 15-15. But your solution is the obvious one that must occur, or add 2 more teams or contract 2 more teams.
Right. Well, Pittsburgh's doing a pretty good job.
Hey, thanks a lot, Gary. I love what you said, man.
Okay.
I appreciate it very much. Whatever we said, we love it. Hey, that brand new car you've been talking about, Jack Phelan, waiting for you. Get over there today, tomorrow, buy it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Jack Phelan, huge inventories. Jack Phelan, huge selections. Chevrolets on Harlem Avenue in Lyons, Dodge, Suzuki, Isuzu's, Ogden Avenue in Berwyn, either location. You got to see Jack. You got to see Jack.com. Jack Phelan, Johnny Phelan, J.C. Phelan. All the Phelans are there for you. Danny from Addison is on What's Your Beef. Hey, Danny.
Hey, Murph. How's it going?
Fine. What's your beef?
My beef is with professional boxing. And the reason why for boxing promoting this Oscar De La Hoya Mayweather fight as the fight of the century. Not only did the fight fail to live up to the hype, the judges gave the decision to the wrong person. So once again, boxing failing to deliver, and that's why the sport's actually dying.
Danny, I'm glad you brought that up, and I'm going to send you to Browns with a great beef. But let me ask you this, as a guy that follows the fight game much more than I do, you can't fault really the promoters for hyping it, you know. That's really their job, right?
Right, I mean, you are right, but I mean, these guys are world-class athletes, and it's like, come on, I mean, people are paying $60 to watch the fight. Let's have a good show.
Do you feel, now you or your friends or your group together, someone in your group, you laid out the money somewhere, right?
Absolutely.
All right, do you feel like you got your money's worth?
Absolutely not.
All right, now see, here's the question. The next time, here's where the promoters and the hypesters have to watch it, Danny. Next time something like this rolls around, you, Danny and Addison, will you be as quick to lay out the $60 with your friends next time?
Absolutely not.
All right, see, that's where they have their long-term problem. Hey, Danny, good job. I'm going to send you over to Browns, all right, pal?
Thanks, Mike.
All right, send Danny from Addison over to Browns. You know it tastes better, and it's lunchtime right now at Browns. The beefs, the sausage, meatball sandwiches, and the Maxwell Street Polish. That's my favorite. Keith is out. Let's first go to Mike in Aurora. Then Keith. Hello, Mike.
Murph, how are you today?
Fine, Aurora. Mike, what's your beef?
Oh, I tell you, I nearly spit out my Maxwell Street Polish when I heard that a Sox fan was giving you trouble today. Now, let me declare that I am a Sox fan. But my beef is with obnoxious, incompetent baseball fans who think that they're cheering for one side of the city or the other. I appreciate good baseball. When the Cubs are doing good, I'm happy for them. You know, I hope the White Sox go 162-0 every year, you know? But I hope the Cubs go 156-6 because when they play good baseball, they deserve to win. Now, you know, when the Sox go over to Wrigley or the Cubs come down to the south side, you know, then all bets are off. But you know what? I appreciate when the Cubs are playing good baseball.
150. I love that. 156-6, right? Hey, hang on. I'm going to send you to Browns, Mike. Nicely done, buddy. We'll catch up on a few things. Final beefers then. Bulls talk, Cubs and Sox talk. Sports Radio 670. It's Smurfapalooza. Driven to you, as always, by ChevyDriveChicago.com. I think I'll get in my Chevy. Then I get over at Jack Phelan and head over to Browns. It tastes better. Back in a flash. It's The Score. I got a pair of Sox tickets between now and 2 o'clock for Sunday's Royals game, 105.
Donovan, I've got your mom on the line, and she's got a major beef.
Hey, Scoreheads, the Eaglewood Resort and Spa right out there in Itasca. The perfect gift for mom. Overnight accommodations, a buffet breakfast for 2, plus a 60-minute aromatherapy for her. Only $249.99. Don't wait. Space is limited. Order now, 877-285-6150, or visit EaglewoodResort.com. Let's get back to the beef lines. Final round of callers beefing on The Score. That's what we're here for. Ron and Wheaton, Keith and Jay are online. Hey, Ron, how are you?
Hey, Murph, how are you?
Good, Ron. What's your beef?
My beef is this New York media, the way they're going to cover Roger Clemens and with ESPN now. I ain't going to be able to watch it. Every day I'm going to have to see his mug on it, how fast this pitch went, how many pitches he threw today. Every little thing I'm going to have to read or see about Roger Clemens for the next month.
Ron, you hit the nail on the head. It's unbelievable. Well, the real insult is that they obviously think that everybody west of, New Jersey, Boston, and New York, that we're either a bunch of rubes, bunch of hillbillies, a bunch of guys trying to knock a cow dung off our shoes. They don't think we have any interest in anything but what they do. Now, with their demographics, if they're so worried about trying to jack up their advertising dollar to try to accrue viewers, they're doing it the wrong way, because I can't wait to turn it off. What about guys in Iowa, Nebraska, heading out towards L.A.? You think anyone cares about what happens to the Yankees and the Red Sox as much as they think?
I hope they never win another game, to tell you the truth. It's one of those Yankees things where you just don't like them. The Bulls could win by 30 points on Thursday, and they'll be the third story one way or another.
If the Bulls win by 30 points, give me a call, okay? Thanks, Ron. And beef lines jumping. Final couple beefers. We do this every Tuesday. Our friends at Browns. It ain't just chicken anymore, but it tastes better, those lunchtime sandwiches. Keith in Lockport. Hey, Keith.
What's up, Murph? How you doing
today,
buddy?
Hi, Keith. What's your beef?
Murph, this beef has been going on for about 10 weeks now. I got to call up the Chicago media on this one.
Go ahead.
I have to. Man, the Chicago Rush, Standing Arena Bowl champions. We win 8 in a row. We're 8-1. We have the best running back ever in Arena Bowl history. We got Bobby Scipio, the most exciting player in arena football right now to date, breaking records, 40 touchdowns in the first 9 games, and yet we get no media love in this city. No.
Let me ask you this, Keith. You think Scipio, is he an NFL possibility?
I think he could. I mean, if they're going to bring guys like Antonio Chapman up, I'm pretty sure Scipio can come up and play in the big leagues.
Hey, Keith, what's interesting is your call is almost the opposite of the last call, who said that the national guys are trying to shove Roger Clemens, down our throats when maybe there's no interest. You're sort of the opposite. You're trying to create a little interest for something that right now is far from mainstream, correct?
Well, yeah, exactly. Murph, let's face it. It's the best football being played in Chicago over the past 6 years.
Well, it's the best football being played, when the Bears aren't out there. The Bears made it to the Super Bowl. But, Keith, we appreciate your passion. I thank you for calling.
Thanks, Murph.
All right, buddy. Very good. I appreciate it. You know what? We are not here, though, to influence interest as much as often to reflect interest. But that's up to George and the Update guys, and I'm going to talk with him a little bit later about Barry Bonds. I want to jump along with the idea from Rick Morrissey. I want to see if maybe the Score, in your eyes, should boycott the Barry Bonds approach to Hank Aaron. But that's a beef for another time.
Thanks for participating in What's Your Beef. Join Murph for another edition of What's Your Beef. What's Your Beef has been brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering. All winners of the Mike Murphy Show are only eligible to win prizes once in a 60-day period.